Millions of dog owners believe they are providing perfect care. They buy the premium food, schedule the daily walks, and offer endless affection. Yet their dogs are vibrating with chronic anxiety and tearing apart the living room. We treat our dogs like humans. We project our own psychological needs onto them, assuming that a full bowl of kibble and 30 minutes of physical exercise fulfill their evolutionary requirements. However, this approach leaves the canine nervous system entirely out of the equation. This oversight creates a silent, constant friction between their biological programming and their daily environment, preventing a true connection from forming. To understand what they actually need, we have to look at a single day in a dog's life, not through our eyes, but strictly through the lens of their evolutionary biology and their DNA. Repairing that relationship requires dropping our human assumptions and speaking directly to their biological imperatives. That process begins the exact second you open your eyes in the morning. Over 15,000 years of coevolution with humans, dogs have been hardwired to orient their entire existence around a social anchor. In the wild, that anchor was the pack leader. In your home, that biological anchor is you. When you wake up and instinctively reach for your phone before looking at your dog, you send a direct signal deep into their nervous system. That silence tells them they are not your priority, leaving them in a state of hypervigilance right at the start of the day. A 30-second morning greeting drops a dog's cortisol all day. Their olfactory lobe is 40 times larger than ours, making fast walks frustrating. Humans have 6 million receptors. Dogs have 300 million, turning neighborhoods into dense data streams of animal activity and health. Every patch of grass is a page in a story. When you tug the leash to keep them moving at your pace, you are pulling the book away mid-sentence. You are actively depriving their brain of the environmental data it was designed to analyze. Studies show that dogs allowed to engage in extended dog-led sniffing sessions exhibit higher levels of optimism in subsequent tests. Fulfilling their sensory need to explore lowers their chronic stress and provides the mental exhaustion they actually require. As the day moves on and you interact with your dog around the house, the way you speak to them carries massive biological weight. Researchers in Budapest used brain imaging technology to map exactly how dogs process the human voice. A dog's brain has a dedicated system for reading how you speak, processing emotional tone in the exact same hemisphere humans use. A warm, higher-pitched tone triggers an immediate drop in heart rate and muscle tension. A flat tone keeps their nervous system alert. By the afternoon, a dog's pent-up energy needs an outlet. Common behavioral issues like canine depression or chewing furniture are often unfulfilled, redirected evolutionary imperatives like the prey and chase drives. When those ancient instincts have nowhere to go, they find destructive ways to express themselves. Tossing a ball while you scroll on your phone doesn't fulfill these needs. Dogs require play that follows a biological sequence: a slow build, a chase, a satisfying catch, and a release. This specific cycle exhausts their predatory instincts in a way that sheer physical exercise cannot match. As evening approaches, your dog's biology demands a period of withdrawal. While they are social animals, they have a strict neurological requirement to move away from noise and activity and enter a dedicated, owner-respected retreat space. When you reach down to pet them while they rest or call them out of their bed, you interrupt their recovery. Those constant interruptions compound their chronic stress, as the animal never feels truly safe to fully deactivate its awareness. Then comes the end of the day. You sit down on the couch, and your dog slowly walks over, circles once, and collapses its heavy body against your legs to sleep. Sleep is the most vulnerable state any living creature can enter. When a dog falls asleep, all of their physical defenses, their threat detection, and their environmental awareness are deactivated. In the wild, an evolutionary predator would never enter that helpless state pressed against another creature. They only do this when something deep in their biology has confirmed with absolute certainty that the person beside them is a source of safety. This moment is the culmination of every biological deposit you made throughout the day: the morning cortisol reset, the unhurried walk, the warm voice tone, the instinctual play, and the respected retreat. This physical contact, the weight of their body against yours, is the physical receipt of trust. It is the result of speaking the language of their nervous system for an entire day. earning a bond that goes far beyond simple companionship.